Hi, hello students. Good morning. This is the continuation of last video. Now, if you see here, MySQL database management system. So, in our school, you know what we have installed, that is SQL Management Studio. This MySQL also similar to that, but it is empty. Uh, Black screen will appear, so that it will be very hard to design every table. That's why for user student purpose we have installed in our school this SQL Management Studio. So if you see here, the concept is concept for MySQL as well as our SQL Server Management Studio both are the same one only. So they have same target and same action, but the thing, our SQL Server Management Studio is user friendly. That's only one difference. Now you see here MySQL, here they are explaining about MySQL. Similarly, we have in SQL Management Studio we have server and client, so that I just want to explain this one. So what is the server system? Server always have to serve the client request. That's it. So server, only one server will be there. Other systems can be clients only. So the clients can request the server to do something like to access some databases, asking some permission to handle some tables as per the requirement. So the server will take the request of all the clients coming over network and access the database as per the requirements and provide all the requested informations, all the requested actions should be done by this server only, so that the client will satisfy according to the action of server, so that it will get other actions from their own client databases. So the client, what are the clients? These are also another program which will be installed in other systems. So only one server will be there, other systems can be now installed with this client servers. So server will serve all the requests of the client, as I said. These are also another programs which will be installed in other systems. So it will be connected to the server and sending request to the server and receiving response from the server. And the client may be MySQL prompt or our SQL Management Studio, and the server will be connecting to this MySQL using Python language or Java or any other language also can be used here. Okay, so this is what server and client. So features of SQL Server. MySQL or SQL Management Studio used to run very fast and ease of use, means easily to manage all the command lines or GUI. GUI means graphical user interface. Command line interface as well as GUI can be used to interact with the server from client. So cost also very free. It is open source. The source code will be available on net, and this every software will be available on net. That's why cost is very low. And query languages, SQL languages, structured query languages also used in this particular SQL servers, so that it supports SQL portability, so it can be run at any platform. So it can be run in any platform, means we can use with C++, C, Python, VB, Visual Basic, ASP. So it will be connected to every databases. That is called portability. And then next one, data types. Many different varieties of data types will be supported by this particular server, so that it will be easy for you to do that. And then security connections. So it offers a privilege or password system, so that it will be flexible for secure system. And then every users will be given accessibility for different tables. Some users can create tables, some users can modify tables, some users can delete any particular data from the table, and main things will be given to the database analyst. So that the security will be very flexible and secure. And then scalability and limits. What's the meaning of scalability? It can handle large amount of databases. Some of real life MySQL databases consist of million billions of records. For banking, financial, we can use this SQL. That will be very real life experience of million records will be stored in it. Connectivity, clients can connect MySQL using drivers. Localization, the server can provide error message client to many languages. Then client tools provide several clients and utilities also given to everybody. So if you see here, this is what MySQL, it will be shown like this. It will be like a command line client, but in our school we have installed my it's not MySQL, SQL Server Management Studio. Means it where you will see all the things. I will show this our management studio. It will be looking like this, so you can see directly every tables. I'll show you. So every table's items can be visible here. You can see the tables and the columns can be visible over here. And if you want to see other things like new query, you can select all the this as it is supporting all the structured query languages. If you say that select all star from student personal, you could see student personal table. If you want to check all the records, see all the records are visible directly. It's user friendly, you could see the table directly. But in our MySQL, it will be a blank command interface like this. You can enter your password and you can create everything with by using create query, and then data tables, everything will be created over here. Okay, so this is what MySQL. Okay, this is what command prompt query MySQL. But our thing is GUI, graphical user interface. We what we have installed in our system, and our school is that management studio, that will be user friendly and graphical user interface more. And if you see here, SQL stands for Structured Query Languages. It's a language that enables you. So just now I have entered, and it's SQL. What is select star from student table. So every day tables, every data will be visible, right? So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It's a language that enables you to create, operate relational databases. So MySQL also now uses SQL commands and order of the access of databases. It's a standard language used by almost all the database. So pronounce a SQL Server, everything I have taught in last 11th standard. So we can call this one as SQL. So IBM Almaden Research Center has developed the first one. This is the theory part of SQL, but you have done so many SQL practicals, as well as you have started SQL projects also nowadays, right? So but anyway, theoretically you should know these terms. That's why they have kept us this one as a syllabus. Anyway, I taught you in 11th standard, but still you have to revise this one. This is what the syllabus, relational database management system of SQL. Okay, so this is what your portion in relation database. I have completed this SQL. Now next time we are going to make this one other things. But anyway, in between only one thing is there. DDL means data definition language. DML means data manipulation language. The DDL commands, what are the DDL commands, DML commands, that will be now going to be declared over here. DDL means data definition language. All the creation as well as all the table things like update, delete, creation will be the DDL commands. You can see here, which allows to create database objects, creation of table, view of the table, and then data dictionary, information about created objects stored in file called data dictionary. So that a data dictionary contains metadata. That's while creating a table, DDL commands are used. So all kind of creation, and then deleting, deletion of table, not deleting record, deletion of, see here, create, alter, drop, these are all DDL commands. So DDL commands are creation, and then altering table, creation of table, altering table, and then drop of table or DDL, definition language. But manipulation means the data, the records will be manipulated. So data manipulation language, only retrieval of information means select queries, insertion of records, retrieval of records, insertion of records, modification of records, deletion of records. So these four things are now coming under data manipulation language. So all the select statements, insert, update, delete of records will be now called as data manipulation language. DDL means tables, creation of table, altering table, and deletion of table, drop table. Those three things here, four things are called as data manipulation language. So there are two types of manipulation language. One is procedural DML, another one is non-procedural. So here in this type we specify what data is needed and how to get it, and then non-procedural DML is, in this we specify what data is needed without specifying how to get it. What's the meaning of that? So the procedural data type, we have to give the procedure by how we are going to get any data, but non-procedural there is no specification to get any data. So DML, if you see here, what are the commands for DML? All the select command, insert command, update command, and delete of data. So select records, insert records, update record, delete records are called DML. But tables, creation of table, update, deletion of dropping means deletion of table, and altering table are called DDL. So DML is select, insert, update, delete. Okay, could understand that. DDL means it will be transacting with the table, but DML means it has been now going to transact with this data's records. That is what the thing. Okay, so now you see here, last review, what is a database, what are the advantages of database management system, what is DDL, DML, give example commands, what are the difference between primary key and candidate key, what is the primary key, what is the restriction imposed by primary key, how many primary keys can be applied on a table, what is degree and cardinality. So this everything has been now completed. In 11th standard you had the portion, now 12th standard the same portion is repeated. In 11th I taught everything similarly, now also I have just revised the whole portion. Just go through these videos, understand it again, and you have to be very thorough in this portion, because in 2 years you are learning the same topic, right? So you have to be very clear with these commands, all the database DML, primary key, alternate key, and then candidate key, everything DTL, DML, everything should be degree, cardinality, everything should be clear to you. So again you have to watch this video, understand everything, and revise the portion. I will be giving this book pages also for you to study. Okay, so this is what our RDBMS database management system.